Hey everyone, welcome back to Online On Demand. It's me, Narissa, and I'm here with you guys for 30-minute fusion class. What I love, it's low impact, we're sculpting, we're gaining strength. It's the best of both worlds of your Barre and your Pilates class. For today's class, you're gonna need a light set of hand weights and a heavy set of hand weights, preferably ones and twos, because we're gonna be doing a lot of pulsing and a lot of sculpting. And of course, you're gonna need a handy dandy ball, because why? It makes your life difficult. I'm just joking. It makes your life a lot better. You gain a lot of strength. We are going to start in our natural turnout for this. Heels together, toes apart. So find your natural turnout. Find your legs all the way together. Rock back onto your heels. Squeeze your side seat muscles. Feel that rotation happen from your thighs. Now we're going to use this ball for our warm-up. Squeeze that ball with both sides of your palms. Notice how your pecs started getting into it. Notice how your posture started gaining length. We are going to want that the whole time. So remember, 30 minutes, we have 5-minute warm-up, we have 10-minute arms, 10-minute core, 15-minute core. You'll see. And here we have 3 and 2. Let's take some deep breaths. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release. Doing this a couple times, checking out where you are today, keeping that ball nice and flat on both sides. We're gonna start shifting to the right. Keep that ball into your chest. We're gonna take a little second to position and press just to that right. Bring that left heel anchored down onto the ground. Let's add in these arms. Little chest and core, upper back. Breathe. Really articulating through your feet. You're gonna give me 4 more sets in this. You have 4, and stretch. 3, and stretch. Keep that ball into your chest. We're gonna shift over to the left. Dropping that tailbone down, making sure that that right knee does not collapse in. You're feeling those thighs wrap out. Tailbone heavy. Breathing here. You have a few more. Let's add in those arms together. You have 4, and wrap it in. 3, squeeze it in. Last 2. Keep your heels together in your press. Pulse it out. Press, squeeze. Left side, we're gonna take a left leg back to our curtsy. Taking our left leg back for 2 counts, and bringing in just that left side. Keeping that back heel nice and high, making sure that your front hip is square with that back hip, so obliques are working. We take it, step it in, step it out, squeeze, breathe. Keeping that ball activated, keeping our chest lifted up nice and tall. Beautiful, we have 4 more. 3, and 2. We're gonna add a little arm extension. Press it forward if you have shoulder issues. If not, press it overhead. Feeling that almost single leg squat action. Final 4, final 3. Stay in your curtsy. We're gonna take it, little pulses, activation down. Pulse it out, press. Feel that left hip wrap in. You're gonna give me 8 more in this position. Notice your right knee is tracking in line with your second and third toe. Flatness in that right thigh. I'm gonna take a 2 count hinge forward. Hinge it forward for 2. Stack it up for 2. Find that crease in your pants. Neutral curve your spine. 2 more. Next one, we're gonna add a tangent to the side. We take it down for 2. And sweep that left leg out. You're down. And sweep that left leg out. Keeping that long right oblique. Keeping the ball squeezed so you can feel that nice long stretch. Single counts, 8 sets. You have 8. Lift. 7. Squeeze. Breathe. Finding that perfect stretch at the top. 4 more. 3, and 2. Keep your heels together. Plie down, stretch it out. It's a flush. It's a flush. Letting that right glute go a little bit. I know it's a lot of single leg stuff. 4 more. 3 more. And 2. We take a 2 count step, right leg back. We have back for 2. We have in for 2. Big back. Noticing that you're not tilting over to the left. Your left ear is nice and tall. Feel that left thigh wrap out. We're gonna take our arms overhead. We take it overhead for 2. Remember, if you have shoulder issues, arms go in front of you. We breathe. 2 more at this pace. Nice work, everybody. Take a little bit quicker. Float out singles. It's back. It's in. You squeeze. You work. Nice. Lift those core up. Nice and tall. You're wrapping the thigh out. We have 3 more. And 2. We're gonna stay in that curtsy. Tiny pulls it out. Breathe. Squeeze. Stretch arms and length the chest. It's a 2 count hinge forward. We hinge it forward for 2. We stack it up for 2. Feel that left hip pull back. There we go. Don't let that right knee collapse. In. Breathe. We add a tendu to the side. It's down and down. It's sweep and sweep. Bring those inner thighs really support you in this activation. Exhale. Bring that left side grow tall. Single counts, 8 sets. We have 8, 7, 6. Great work, everyone. Gain length in that left side. Feel that left ear grow taller. 3 more. And 2. Find yourself in your second position. Let's hold it out. Finishing our warm up. Maybe lift the heels off the ground. Stay on your first 2 toes. Take those arms overhead. We have 3. Last 2. And last 1. Shaking it out. Let's grab our heavier set of hand weights. We're going into our arm section. If you have any injuries, you can grab your light set of hand weights. It's up to you. We're gonna start with our legs parallel, hip distance apart. Your arms are reaching out nice and long. We're starting with mini extensions. Press and stretch. So those times when you're sculpting, I find personally it's easier to feel those lighter hand weights because we're gonna get into it really quickly. 4 and 3. Keep pulsing, palms flipping down. Press those armpits. You're gonna feel it through the back side of your shoulders. Squeeze that ribcage tall. 8 more. 7, 6, and 5. We're gonna take a little combo. Palms up, palms down. It's 8 sets. 7. Make sure those soft bend knees, it's still going. We're not locking out our joints. Make sure the knees don't collapse in. 3 more. Last 2. Bicep curl, right arm only. It's in for 2 counts. It's out, just that right arm. Your left arm is in an isolated hold. If you want to take that left hand onto your hip for a little support, you can. We're gonna step that right leg back to our curtsy. Step it back for 2 counts and squeeze it in. Again, breathe. Pressing down into that left heel. Don't let that left knee collapse in. Great job, hips nice and square. 8 sets, single counts, you got it. Yep, 8. 7, work those obliques. Make sure that your back heel's nice and high. 4 more sets, everyone. Hello, hello. 3 more. Last 2. Give me a little open close of those arms. It's upper back for 2. Chest and core. Upper back. Chest and core. Squeeze that ribcage in really tight to your midline. You're gonna find a flow right here. Single counts out and in. It's open. It's squeeze. It's open. You breathe. As you open those arms out to the side, squeeze your ribcage really tight so you're not splaying in that ribcage. 3 more. Last 2. Keep those palms up. We pulse them up. Press. Squeeze. Breathe. Those biceps should be burning right now. 8 more right here. 8, 7. Because I'm sorry for all these pulses, we're gonna flow it out. Little under, over, stack. Hinge it, stack it. This is a flush right here. You're making sure you're maintaining that true neutral spine, neutral curve of your pelvis, staying long in the spine. You have 2 more. Stay low, let's hold it here. Pull those hips back. Lift those arms up 1 inch higher. Let's pulse the arms up. So a little tricep burn in between both sides. Tiny pulses, keeping the wrist nice and straight. Squeezing the ribcage in. 4, 3, 2, let's hold it here. 16 seconds. Can we get a little bit lower? Feel the weight into the heels. You should be able to wiggle your little toes off the floor. Can you lift the arms up 1 inch higher? 3, 2, you're done. Shake it out. You're done with side 1, of course. Breathing here, everyone. We're going into side number 2. Palms pulsing out. Reach it out. Squeeze. Breathe. I know. So the good thing is you know what to expect on this side. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6. Dropping that tailbone down for the lower abs. Activate. Now flip the palms out. Squeeze. It almost feels like you're taking a little running man action without compromising your spine. Long back. Child chest. Last 2. Take it 1 up, wind down. You have 8. 7. Yay. 6. You're halfway there. Feeling that chest lift up even taller. Feeling the core activate more. Last 2. Left arm, bicep curl. It's in for 2. It's out for 2. Remember, 1 arm is in an isolated hold. If you need to take that hand onto your hip, you can. If not, keep that arm out. We're gonna take left leg back into that lunge. It's left leg stepping back for 2, controlling it in for 2. Big down, pressing down into that right heel. Beautiful. You have 2 more of these, keeping a 90 degree with your arms. We flow it out, 8 sets, back and in. You have 8, 7, yay. Now as you do this, make sure you're really reaching that arm to 90 degrees. You have 4 more sets, you got it. 3 more. In 2, pulse those arms at 90 degrees to the side. We pulse, press, squeeze, breathe. Keep pulsing, reach those arms longer. Hinge forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it here. Bring those palms up to the sky in the back side of your body. We're gonna take a 2 count tricep curl. Extend those arms out for 2. Big hinge, big pull out. Feel the crease in your pants. Feel those hips get a little bit lower. Notice how high you can lift your arms. Single count, it's in. Try to feel those arms squeeze together in the back. Use your breath to assist you in this one. Final 4, 3, and 2. You have 16 pulses and a hold, and you're done. Pulse it 16, 15, 14. Can we reach the fingertips longer? Drop the shoulders down. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 1, and try with those arms. 3, 2, 1. Great work, everyone. We're gonna head down to the floor for some push-up core action. So heading down to the floor, getting rid of your hand weights. We won't need them until our core section once again. You're gonna take your knees as wide as your mat. Your fingertips will be on a slight inward incline. That way you can feel your triceps and your biceps at the same time. So elbows at southeast and southwest. Let's find your plank spine. Heels together, toes apart. I have your knees on the ground because we'll be here for a little bit. Press your armpits down. We're gonna take a slow 2 counts down. Inhale down for 2. Exhale up for 2. Your whole body is traveling as a unit in this position. If you're shaking, that means the muscles are changing. That's good. I'm gonna take it single counts. Inhale down, exhale up. Breathing. It's your upper back and your chest and core going for you in this one. You're making sure your neck is nice and long. This is your plank spine. You have 2 more. Tiny pulses down and a hold here. Pulse it out. Press, squeeze. Don't let gravity hit into your lower back. Feel that tailbone is nice and long, reaching to your heels. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 8 seconds to hold. 8 seconds, 7, 6, 1 inch lower, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press away, child's pose. Take a little shimmy for me. Everyone, we're going into our core section now. About 10 minutes of core, about 5 minutes of side seat, and then you're done. We're gonna find ourselves in a high C curve to get it going. And if you do wanna make your high C curve a little more fun, I say a little ones, you can get some. Just to make you if you have any lower back issues, take that ball behind your lower spine, and not ball between the upper and your thighs. Your feet are about 6 distance apart. You're making sure that you have pressure in your big toe, pinky toe, and your outer heel for this one. If you want to grab those hand weights, now's the time. We're gonna rock from side to side. find our sits bone. There's gonna be a 2-pit stop. If you have any lower back issues, you're gonna extend your arms out, hold that long spine with the ball behind your lower back. If not, we're extending our arms longer and printing our waistband down into the floor. Now, just like the warm-up, that ball is squished in between your inner thighs. It's not returning to its shape, it's flat on both sides. We're gonna use our arms for assistance. We curl it in for 2 counts, resist it out for 2. Beautiful. 95% core, 5% arms helping with this position. Breathe. Single counts in and out. If you have lower back issues, your spine is nice and flat. We lift. We squeeze. 2 more. Your next one, you're gonna keep those arms out nice and long. Lift those arms up. Up for 2. Resist it down. If you have shoulder issues, take those arms out to the side, open them out, but squeezing the ribcage in. It's up to you. If not, float overhead, strong core, single counts in and down. We lift. We're not in this one too long because we're naturally not inclined to go into the C curve. You have 4 more, 3 more, and 2. 16 pulses of those inner thighs, and we're done. You have 16, 15, 14. Your knees are traveling between your second and third toe. Inner thighs activating. Inner thighs into your lower abs. Breathe. You're almost done in 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it here. 20. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Let's roll down for 5. Everyone with the lower back, watch out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're down onto the mat. We're keeping the ball between our upper inner thighs, our heads rested out. Fingertips long. Let's get rid of the hand weights for right now. Palms down. Fill the bottom of the ribcage towards the top of the pelvis. Let's take our hands together. So thumbs will be connected, fingertips will be connected. Let's just rock it back and forth on our pelvis and find the difference between that deep impact, the C curve that we went through, and then let's find our natural neutral curve of our spine. As you're rocking back and forth, use your core to support this. So upper abs, draw the legs or that tailbone down. Lower abs draws that tailbone in because we have gravity assisting us. I always love starting core section with this little rock back and forth. You have 2 more. Finding that neutral curve in between those 2 extremes. Last one. Let's find our neutral curve right here. Palms down to our side. Let's bring the ball closer to our pelvis. Walk our heels closer to our feet because we will be going into some pelvic bridges. Squeeze that ribcage in. Obliques activated. Whenever our hips are off the ground, it is our obliques supporting our pelvis. I'm going to take 1 deep breath, inhale, and printing that lower back. Exhale, rolling up into our pelvic bridge. Feeling the shoulder blades drop down into the mat. Feeling the palms drop down. Press your triceps down for extra support. I want you to lift up with that inhale. Exhale, articulate. Try to keep this as smooth as possible between your legs and feel every single point of your spine before you hit the neutral curve again. Let's feel this inner thigh squeeze together so we can keep our knee journey as smooth as possible. Feeling the stretch of the fronts of the quads. We take a deep inhale to start. Exhale, stretching up at the top of that pelvic bridge, making sure that our knees are directly in line with our heels. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll down. This next one, when you get to the top of the pelvic bridge, let's hold it here. If your hand weights are nearby, grab those hand weights and start to pulse those arms. Pulse it out and pulse. So little pelvic bridge hundreds. You squeeze those toes down into the ground so you can get out your hip flexors. You're almost going to correct the top of the pelvis, so you're not pulling those lower back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Vigorously pulsing the backs of your arms to create that stability in your core and your pelvis. Last step right here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna lift the hips up 1 more inch before we articulate. Vertebrae through vertebrae, and let our head be the last, or sorry, our hips be the last Inner thigh soul stretch. Yay, we're here, we're out. You only need 2 seconds to recover. We're gonna grab our hand weights once again. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, and let's just hold here. Let's take stock. We're maintaining a nice flat and full pelvis. Our shoulder blades off the ground. We're looking at the center of our inner thighs. We're keeping those legs directly in line. We're gonna take our arms overhead in line with our shoulders. We're in line with our ears. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Maybe curl up on a chair and hold it there. 2 more. Big inhale. Squeezing that ribcage. Exhale, press down. Next one, we're gonna float that right leg into tabletop as our arms come down. Raise this. Left leg into tabletop. Knee directly in line with the hip, toes directly in line with the knees. What's happening here? We're making sure our transverse abs are working. There we go. Can you give me 2 more? If your skull is hurting, let the head rest down so you can still get that core work. All right, last step right here. We squeeze, we breathe. Let's draw those arms in line with our shoulders. Press our armpits down once more. Right leg tabletop, left leg tabletop. We're gonna flex our feet, connect our heels. Let's go both legs at the same time. Inhale, open out. We have 3 more. Last 2. Feeling those inner thighs activate. Next one. Let's hold it here. 4 sets of pumping our arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 3 more sets. There we go. On the core stability action. 2 more sets. Squeeze, pump, breathe. Last set right here. No hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Right leg down, left leg down. Open out. Great work, everyone. We're gonna go into our side seat series. So rolling onto what is the left side of your body, right hip on top. We're gonna take this ball, use it as our pillow. I am sweating so much I can hear the mat squeaking underneath me. You should be squeaking too. We're gonna have head, shoulders, hips in line with the back edge of our mat, maintaining the neutral curve of our spine. Our legs will be in tabletop in the front. We're gonna flex our feet. Feel your underside oblique is lifting off. So we're in a true side plank. You don't have to go into your hands. We're going to squeeze our heels together. We're just gonna go into some planks. Exhale. Inhale. There we go. So we're feeling that side seat muscle. Our glutes medius and minimus are sculpting underneath, going to our glutes max, and that's what opens our leg up. And our thighs are activating, resisting on that lead in. Because we don't have anything between those inner thighs to create that resistance, you have to do it on your own. Your shoulders are dropped down, your hips are nice and square. You're vibing, you're having a good time. This is nothing but a G thing, baby. Nothing but a core thing, baby. I'm so tired, you can tell that I'm rambling. It's okay, we have 2 more. Our next one, we're gonna keep our knee up nice and long, reach our heel to meet it, and then we're gonna go same thing, inner thighs for 2 counts. So we're opening and closing the butt. Sometimes what happens, and I'm guilty of it too, you wanna get that leg up so high that your knee starts, or your ankle starts lifting up. We're trying to keep our knee and our heel in line with each other. Let that core activate. Yeah, 2 more. Your next one, hold that leg there. Now from here, I want you to imagine that you're pressing yourself away from a wall, using your glutes and hamstrings, and you use your lower abs to draw that leg back into your tabletop. Again, extending that leg out, and inhale to release the back leg. Upper abs on the way out, making sure that the lower abs are not letting you get into your lower back, and the lower abs draws that leg in. Your last one, hold it out. We're going to point our toes. We're going to go into final low leg circles. Circle in. Breathe. Squeeze. Pausing every revolution. This is your core stability. 4 more, and 3, and 2. We reverse it other side. We reverse it up and up, and squeeze, and breathe. Long leg, and like that hip. Final 4. You have 3, and 2. Nothing too much, just hold it here for 2 deep breaths. It's inhale for 2, and exhale. Last, inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Swing onto your stomachs. Feel that stretch through the back hip, and let's swing. Bada swing our legs around to the other side. Like I promised, side seat, and we're almost done. Ears, shoulders, hips, legs in line with the front edge, feet flex, underside oblique is lifting. We got it. Drop those shoulders down, flex those feet. We're going into our little open pose of clam. Now as we do this, I gotta preface and say, you notice, side 2 is always harder than side 1 because you were working side 2 just as much, making sure that that pelvis is stabilized. So, how can we assist ourselves in this one? Use your core. Your core, though it may not make the exercise easier, it will make you feel more supported. It will make you feel lighter. It can make it a little more doable. Great work here. Let your eyes close. You can go through this. Keep those hips nice and square. And remember, bottom side oblique is lifted. We're not letting our form go even as we're tired. We're in those side seat muscles. You're not just opening that leg up because your knee is going up. There's some muscular activation going on in this one. We need 2 more. Your next one, we keep that knee up. We lift that heel up. We start a little bit higher and then hover it in. Outer thighs, side seat. Inner thighs, lower abs. Now what happens with this one? You feel a little shaky. That's okay. You may need to tap that hip out, tap it out, come back into it as soon as you're ready. We want to keep it as even as possible on the side of the foot side. We have 2 more. Your next one, hold it silent and take that leg extension. Pressing that heel away from 2 toes and stretching it in. Cool thing, as you're squeezing that glute and hamstring, notice that stretch that happens in the front side of your thigh. Remember, pelvic stability. If your hips are rocking, take it slower, find more control. Last 2, like you're pressing against the wall. Your next one, hold that leg out, point the toe, ooh, tap it out. Ready, you take those leg circles up, out, and in. Pelvic stability. I can also feel this a little bit in my side oblique. Keep that head rest down. 4 more, pausing every direction. Last 2. Reverse it other way. Feel that core. Up, back, and in. Squeeze, reverse. Reaching, squeezing glute and hamstring. Feeling your quad activate, pulling the kneecap up. You have 4 more. Last 3. Great work. Last 2. It's your 4 breath hold. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale. 4, 2, and exhale. We take that nice little stretch forward. Let's roll onto our stomachs. If you want to grab your heavier set of hand weights for this one, you absolutely can. If you want to do no hand weights, you can. Let's do a little back extension. Feeling the bottom of the rib cage in towards the mat. Feeling the top of the rib cage, top of your pelvis in towards the mat. Let's take a mini swan before we get into this. Just finding some back extension. So let's take our legs hip distance apart, get a little comfortable. Your elbows will be glued into your side. Your palms will be by your rib cage. Now in this one, Let's lift our ears off the mat, press the shoulders down. You're feeling this length. You don't want to look up to the sky because that breaks the alignment of your spine. We're keeping the focus towards the top edge of our mat. Now from here, feel the heels of your palm almost reach towards your hips as you take a nice little mini lift up. Inhale on the way up. Exhale, articulate through the bottom of the ribcage until you're back into your hover position. Let's do that again. Inhale. Nice little swan. Exhale. As you exhale, I want you to think that you're feeling your head being pulled away, so you're getting length. Last one in this mini baby swan. Inhale. Now notice you were not crunching into your spine. We're going to take a little bit of a bigger swan, take a nice little stretch in your thighs. Maybe you lift up so much that you start to feel your hip bones. Lift off the mat, not crunching into your lower back. Rolling the shoulders down, and the elbows scoop in. We're going to find control as we lift up longer for our rib cage to the first stage. Bottom of the rib cage, middle rib cage, top rib cage. Spine. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. If you ever run out of breath, take a little exhale. Get back into the inhale. Exhale. Everyone, great work. Let's tuck our toes down into the floor. If you want to keep your knees on the ground, you can. If not, press into your high plank. Your core is here. We're just going to establish that connection, giving ourselves a round of applause. Pulling your chest past your arms. We take one more deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Drop your knees, your toes. Shoot yourself into child's pose. Taking a quick little stretch, reach your arms to the right side of your mat. Left palm on top of right, pull your hips in the opposite direction. And switching out other side. Before we finish, let's take a nice little mini hip opener stretch. Bringing that right foot across your left thigh. Lifting up nice and tall in your spine. We're gonna take our arms up and over to that right, keeping the left hip anchored down. Feeling that right side ribcage open up and over. Dropping the chin into the chest. Going from your right knee, walking it center. If this is too much, stay flat with your spine. Just hold it here. If not, lengthen out. You take one more deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, rolling up. Let's switch out other side. Juicy hips. We love juicy hips. We're gonna take one more stretch. Notice for yourself which one feels natural, which one feels a little tighter. We're going to take a nice little stretch up and over to the left side. Anchoring that right hip down, feeling the openness. Notice if you're gripping anywhere, take that breath, bring attention to it, release it. Drop that chin into your chest. Walk center. Let's stack up nice and tall. Sit in a position that feels comfortable for you. Everyone, let's take one more deep breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. And one more. Inhale, arms up. Palms together, bring it down. From the bottom of my heart to the tops of yours, thank you so much. Please take this time to give yourself some love. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself all compliments for all the hard work that you've done today. Sip some water, sip some wine, and I will see you next time.